Now, it's my pleasure to yield to Senator Ed Markey. He's the author of Section 629 of the Telecommunications Act, which is at the heart of this today. A great colleague and a magnificent friend. Senator Markey. Come this way. Too much stuff over here.
Great. So thank you, Anna, so much. And we thank all of you for being here. I have obviously been partnering with Anna over the last 20 years to make sure that this provision goes on the books. And I miss sitting next to you, Anna, on the Energy and Commerce Committee. But by dividing our energy levels, we can work from both the House and Senate on this issue in a way that otherwise would not have been possible. So thank you so much for all of your work. Earlier this year, the FCC voted to initiate a rulemaking to unlock the box and help ensure that Americans can use set-top boxes of their choice to access video programming. I wholeheartedly agree with the FCC's pro-consumer efforts. When we unlock the box, we unlock competition, we unlock choice, we unlock innovation. The FCC relied upon a bipartisan provision that Republican Chairman Tom Bliley and I inserted into the Telecommunications Act of 1996 that directs the Federal Communications Commission to promote competition in the set-top box marketplace. Yet, we know that for more than 2 decades, cable and the rest of the pay TV industry has sought to control all consumer video interfaces, leaving Americans with little choice but to lease their box from their television provider. The results have been bloated rental fees, nominal choice, and virtually no competition in the set-top box marketplace. In fact, my recent investigation with Senator Richard Blumenthal, who you will be hearing from next, found that 1, approximately 99% of American pay TV subscribers rent their set-top box. 2, the subscribers spend on average $89 a year renting a single set-top box. 3, the average household spends $231 a year on set-top box rental fees, and that's over a decade, $2,300 to rent the device. Because all of these rental fees, the set-top box rental market may be worth more than $19.5 billion per year. Until the FCC decides to finally make their decision to take strong and immediate action to democratize the set-top box marketplace, consumers are going to be left with little choice but to rent their boxes from their cable providers in perpetuity. This is like the days when a consumer had no choice but to rent their black rotary dial phone from the telephone company. That black rotary dial phone sat in all American homes every month, year after year, decade after decade. Our mothers and fathers rented that phone for $3 a month, 12 months a year, for 40 years. They paid $1,600, $1,800, $2,000 to rent. And the telephone company made sure you couldn't go down to a phone store and just buy another phone so you didn't have to rent it. Well, that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about giving consumers an alternative, another way of providing them with the ability to be able to access television. In the 21st century, consumers should be able to choose their set-top box the same way they choose their mobile phone. They can go company to company and put any phone they want in their pockets. Fortunately, the FCC's proposal takes a big step towards making that a reality. It will allow innovators and companies to develop new technologies so consumers can access video programming without having to rent a box from their pay TV provider. This proposal is smart, it's fair, it's a long time coming, and we can do all of this while protecting our long-standing values of privacy, of copyright, and of diversity. We can do it all. It's been 20 years since we passed the Telecommunications Act. We know the problem. Now we have a solution. No fees, greater competition, more choice. The formula is just that simple. It is time that we unlock the box.